Hello, my name is Britt Anders. I'm the author of Yes You Can Dance. I've been teaching ballroom and social style dancing for 25 years. I specialize primarily in teaching beginners and intermediates how to dance. In this time, I've heard just about every excuse that you can possibly have about why it is that you might feel that you can't dance. Okay, I'm too old, I'm too young, I have two left feet, I can't hear the rhythm, there is no rhythm, dancing's only for women, I feel like a klutz, I feel like a fool, and I could go on and on and on, but basically you get the idea. I'm here to tell you that there is only one reason that I can think of why someone would not be able to dance, and that is because they are paralyzed from here down. I've taught people in wheelchairs, I've taught people with one arm, I've taught people with one leg. Basically, I've taught just about every physical difficulty that you can imagine. Some of the best dancers I know are quite round. Some of them are very, very tall. The best, one of the most enjoyable dances I ever had was with a 10-year-old. So there's really no particular reason why someone can't dance other than what's going on in the mind. And so my book was written with that idea in mind, and that is that couple dancing was designed by men for men at a time when women had no rights. I'm sorry, ladies, but it's true. If women would have invented it, then men would never have done it. Okay? So, because of that, we put in all of the really cool things that we enjoy. We put in mass movement and logistics and mathematics and patterns and all these really cool things that we like to play around with. Guys are a lot of guys are tinkerers and they like to fix things, and even if they're not fixing mechanical things, they're fixing, mental things. So we'd like to fix stuff, and that's what dancing's pretty much all about. Whereas with ladies are generally, and again, this is just a generalization. I understand that there are quite a few intercrossings there. But women are generally more sensitive to feeling. They're more aware of what's going in their bodies most of the time, or their emotions. So what we teach the ladies is we teach the ladies to let go of the intent of movement. Okay? Basically what we would like the follows to do is we would like for them to be willing to move. Okay? As long as the ladies are willing to move, then they can be led. Now, if this is a partnership, okay, couple dancing is a partnership, and as long as each understand what their job is within the partnership, couple dancing is very simple. Now, a lot of times what I hear about why someone would want to learn to dance or not want to learn to dance is that they feel like they should already know. And this is the biggest difficulty that I have in convincing people that yes, you can dance. No, you are not supposed to know how to do this stuff. No, I don't know where this comes from, but I do know that we often compare ourselves and our abilities with those people who can do all the really fun movements of their whole body and stuff like that in freestyle dancing. But couple dancing is not like freestyle dancing. Couple dancing is logistical. It's teamwork. It's connecting. And I'll tell you what, there is nothing that is better for a marriage than couple dancing, because of the fact that couple dancing is communication, and it's pure communication. It's communication without lies. Okay, basically my torso cannot lie to another person's torso when we are actually moving on the dance floor. If I move backwards, my partner is going to feel me moving backwards, and I don't care how hard I try, she's going to feel me going backwards within a couple dancing. Now, to get back to the original aspect of why I'm describing all of this, and this is to help you to understand that yes, you can dance. It really doesn't matter why you think you can't. Dancing is very similar to driving. All right, when you drive, no one expects you to know how to drive as soon as you get behind the wheel. They expect, and you expect from yourself, that you are going to take a little bit of time to learn this skill. All right. Now the car reacts in a very predicted way. If I turn my wheel this way, I know that the car is going to turn that way. If I turn my wheel this way, I know the car is going to turn it that way. If I step on the gas, I know that the car is going to go forward, assuming of course it has a good engine. I know that it's going to go back in reverse if I put it in reverse. It follows these laws, and the laws can be learned, and it's just once you have this, you can drive. Now imagine for a moment if the car were to decide on its own that it's going to interpret your leads. So if I go like this and the car says, well, wait a minute, he's wanting to go to the store. And the store is this direction. So I'm going to go that way even though he said go this way. Well, what we're going to have now is a fight, right? We don't want that to happen. So for that reason, it's not real important for women to learn patterns, because the more patterns you learn, unless of course you intend to teach or if you intend to lead, the more patterns you learn, the more you're only going to be able to dance with those people who can dance those patterns. What you need to learn is technique. You need to learn how to do certain techniques that are involved within each pattern. What guys have to learn is guys have to learn how to take a woman's heart and place it from over here to over here. And we do that every day in our normal everyday existence. We take something, we put it here, and we take it from here and we place it there. Well, if I were taking a person's torso and I moved it over here, then her foot would be directly underneath it. There's no mystery to that. It's strictly logistical. And the same thing's true if I wanted it to go over here. Now, as a lead, we do what we have to do in order to get the lady to do what it is that we want her to do. All right? If I want my lady to walk forward this direction, I can actually take my hands on each side of her torso back here and move her to walk forward and then turn to face me. All right? You can do that too. I mean, there's no mystery to any of this. This is all logistical movement. Everything that is done in couple dancing, everything, has some specific purpose for doing it. And it's easy to learn. Let me rephrase. It's simple to learn this. Simple does not always translate into easy, but it is simple. And the thing that I found is not that it's hard, it's that it's so easy that the brain wants to make something different out of it. It says, it can't be this easy. It's got to be something harder than that. And just as an example, if I am moving and I move forward and I have my partner right in front of me, well, then she's going to move too. If I move backwards, then she's going to move too. Why? Because my hand stayed in this spot. If I were to go like this, then something else might have happened. But I know that if I keep my arm in this position, I move forward and I have my partner in front of me, she's going to move backwards. If I know that she's slightly off center of me, just a little bit offset, then I know that when I step forward, I'm not going to be stepping on her foot. I also know that if she doesn't put her foot down until after I put mine down, then, which by the way is what's known as following, because I led by putting my foot down first, and then she puts her foot down, and thus she's followed. I know that I don't have to worry about stepping on her foot. So gentlemen, let me tell you this right now, or maybe I should say leads, let me tell you this right now. If you step on her foot, it is her fault. If she steps on your foot, it is her fault. That's the only thing that is her fault in couple dancing. And the reason why it's the only thing that's her fault is because we tell the ladies, don't think about where it is that you're going. That's my job. As a lead, that's my job. So since I've told the lady not to think about it, if she does, or if she goes someplace, if she steps on my foot, or let me rephrase, if I have told her don't think, then I have to do all of that thinking for her. I have to place her around. Now, the don't think is once you've gotten used to maintaining a good frame and you understand the laws of dance, yes, you can begin to think again. And it's very difficult, ladies, for you to quit thinking. I know this, especially if you're an intelligent person. So my bell just told me to stop, so I will continue on another video. Namaste.